సో దిస్ ఇస్ యువర్ ఫస్ట్ ఎవర్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ.
Yes.
ఎందుకు ఇంత టైం తీసుకున్నారు మీరు యాక్చువల్లీ మీడియాతో మాట్లాడడానికి?
I'm a very private person, Andy. So, there's enough of public figures in my family. I think I've always preferred to maintain a low-key sort of image.
ఒక సెలబ్రిటీ వైఫ్ ఉండడం ఎంత ఈజీ, ఎంత డిఫికల్ట్?
I think just being a wife in general itself is difficult, whether celebrity or not. But it's a lot more taxing. Endukante my lives always are in the public purview kabatti. I think it's a little bit more challenging, but otherwise being a wife in general, being a woman in general is like a lot.
సో మాకు తెలిసింది మీరు చాలా థింగ్స్ చేస్తున్నారు. యాజ్ అ డిజైనర్, యాజ్ అ బిజినెస్ ఉమెన్, పిల్లల్ని చూసుకోవడం, ఓకే మీ హస్బెండ్ని చూసుకోవడం,
He's the
ఆబ్వియస్లీ
biggest kid.
ఎలా ఉంది ఈ జర్నీ?
Tiring but very, very rewarding, Anali.
వాట్ ఇస్ ద మోస్ట్ రివార్డింగ్ థింగ్?
Kids, you underestimate, the joy they bring, but, having 4 of them it's like a house full of love and joy and giggles and screams and fights and, oh my God, it's amazing.
సో కమింగ్ టు కిడ్స్, 13-year-old and I think 5-year-old.
Yeah, our oldest just turned 13 anamata. Aryan and Viviana, they're twins kada. They just turned 13 in December. And our youngest is Ira, who's 4. 5.
5.
Yes.
13 and 5.
Yes.
సో డిఫరెంట్ మైండ్ సెట్స్.
Completely.
వాళ్ళు అసలు పెరుగుతూ ఉంటే మూడ్ స్వింగ్స్ డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటాయి, హార్మోనల్ చేంజెస్ డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటాయి. అవన్నీ ఎలా భరిస్తారు, ఎలా చేస్తారు? యాజ్ అ మదర్ గా మీకు మోస్ట్ బ్యూటిఫుల్ మూమెంట్స్ ఏంటి కిడ్స్ తో?
Every day is different, Andy. Every day has its challenges. It also has its beautiful moments. With teenagers, of course, as any parent of teenagers would say, it's very challenging, but I try to be their best friend. Vishnu, in fact, కొన్నిసార్లు నన్ను రిమైండ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాడు అనమాట, స్టాప్ బిహేవింగ్ లైక్ అ చైల్డ్, బీ దేర్ మామ్, బీ discipline them when they need. I believe I've disciplined them in their early years, but now they need a friend, Andy. And I always tell Ari and Vivi, good, bad, ugly, let me be the first one that hears about it, because I can guide you. I was 13 too. I know what it's like to be 13, and I want to be their friend. I want to be the one that, catches them if they're falling. So are the 13-year-olds. On the other hand, we have Ira and Avram. Avram is 7. They bring all the joy. In fact, I think every time that we realize that they're, one more year is coming and, they're growing a little bit older, I feel sad, because this is that age where, they really are like, they don't know anything else, but they just give you such unconditional, pure love. And it's just beautiful. In fact, Ira వచ్చి, Mama, you want some oxytocins? అని నాకు hugs ఇస్తుంది. So it's just, she doesn't even know what the word oxytocin is, but it's that joy of being the younger one's mom is just unreal. But of course, we have to talk about the biggest kid, who's Vishnu. I don't think
Vishnu's a kid, are you sure?
Oh my God, he's worse than the kids. I think the most demanding child for me is Vishnu.
అంటే ఎటువంటి సందర్భాలు ఉన్నాయి
Everything, whether it is the demands he has on what he wants to eat versus what, everybody, all my whole family makes fun of me and be that. Even today, I pick his clothes. Like, he doesn't know what to wear in the mornings if I'm not around, and I'm always traveling for work. So if I'm traveling, I usually lay everything out, and I will say that, this is when you have to wear this, and these are the shoes that go with it. Anni ala label chase pertanu anamata with his costumer. They come home, they do everything. Even with that, I don't trust him, because sometimes he'll just feel lazy and not want to follow instructions. So if it's a bigger event that he's going to, I make sure he FaceTimes me, like, before he goes, saying, okay, something's out of order, something is, last minute. So I feel like he throws the most tantrums too, only because he sees that, I put up with it. I treat him like, not just a wife, but I treat him, I give him that motherly love also.